getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stop on the line on the first 2 plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Underneath to Spiller. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Joey Bosa, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. And certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
37 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to Trey McKinney. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. From the gun, a run by Spiller. Sheds him off at the 45. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like.
There he goes left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again. So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On first down, it's Herbert. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
He may go.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop. 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ben Mason, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. He gets away from 1. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Herbert now. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Herbert on 1st down now. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams.
They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Spiller. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Mahomes now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, again to Spiller. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Herbert.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
And Allen's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
Now Herbert.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes 2nd down. Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Herbert. Drops it underneath to Spiller.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing, Herbert.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Here's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers. Going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On the handoff, Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Here's a handoff to Spiller. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Herbert going to throw.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Herbert to throw.
Dumps it off for Spiller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweet.